Oh, I've got 2 skill points to spend. When did I do not? Oh, I'm bad, Aavak, not spending my skill points. Okay, let me get that done. What am I going to invest in? I kind of want these, if I'm honest. I'd only need strength 2 as well. Increase tool damage by 20%, block damage by 60. I mean, it might be worth it. All the other things. It was healing factor, hidden strike, perhaps. Getting my archery up another level. 20% faster aim, draw, and reload with bows. Find more bows and parts in loot. I mean, that would be nice. Because I need more parts to be able to make the bows that I want to make. Light armor. Find more armor parts in loot. There's lots of options. But I'm doing dig in right now. So I am, in fact, going to increase this. I'm going to go with minus 69 now. Feels like we can never really escape the strength grind in this game. Also, did I reload that? I did. Aavak was a good boy. Part of me is now wondering if we can make bowstrings from sheep intestines, since they were historically used for violin strings. I imagine you could. But I don't know if you would use it gut for that instead of sinew, because that's, like, sinew and tendons was what they usually used. For good reason. I mean, it's literally the function it has in your body. It's very well designed for that particular kind of stressor. I forget the word for it. But when the tension is running from like top to end, running through the string, like your tendons and the sinew are incredibly have intense strength in that direction. Much less in terms of compression, like pinching them. Like, putting them under high compression, no, they don't deal with that as well. And, they take a very long time to heal, speaking from experience. When that's the injury you've got, it takes weeks to heal. Like, if you pull your, like, a muscle in your shoulder really badly, and through, well, not pull it, but rather, you know, in some way, like, compression did damage. Oh, it takes so long. Because it can't get as much blood in there, because it's so densely packed. Blood flow is pretty low, so healing is proportionately slowed as well. The Ashling, mine took literally years to heal. Oh my god, okay, you must have had a much more serious injury than I had then. Tensile strength, thank you so much. That's right, tensile strength. One of my favourite streamers had to take a break from regular streaming today as they took care of family. So thank you for streaming today. You're more than welcome. Oh, that's very... I hope that everything is going well with them. But, yeah, I'm glad that I was able to fill the gap and keep the content train flowing. I was an acrobat doing dumb shit. Ah, I see. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I twisted it, and then I didn't. Well, it possibly was a twist, or I lay on it badly and moved in some way that injured it. But my problem was I figured it'll be fine. It'll just need a few days of rest, and then I carried on using it like normal. Like you know, I was cautious. Like I didn't put it under what I considered intense strain, but it was enough. I should have stopped using it, basically. As far as I could, put no extra strain on it. But I didn't, and so it took me about 3-ish, 4-ish months for it to fully heal. I had to do all kinds of like new exercises that would put me at significant mechanical disadvantage. Like, you know, normally I could hike weights around and juggle them like well, like anyone normally can. But all of a sudden I was lifting like a fifth of the normal amount of weights that I could lift, but I would be lifting it in such a way that my arm could barely hold it for more than 20 seconds before it was just jelly wobbling. And I was doing all, and like different kinds of shoulder rotations, which was really annoying because I had to find a space where I could do it, which was not easy. Because you need an awful lot of space to have your body lie in a certain way, but give your entire arm a full arc of motion. But it was actually kind of informative, I'll be honest. The whole healing process was an opportunity for me to learn a little bit more about how my body worked and how to keep it working, which I was thankful for. You know, the whole idea of that particular muscle needs time to heal, so you really need to be able to stop using it, but it's kind of an important muscle, which doing anything with your arm is going to use to some degree. So the way to compensate is to strengthen all of the muscles around it, so that your body will kind of prioritize using those muscles inefficiently to do the work, rather than use the muscle that would normally do that work at all, and thus allowing it time to fully heal. It was just I don't know. I actually really enjoyed going to the physiotherapist and learning all of that stuff. It was like watching an episode of Cells at Work. It was like, that's how my body works. My body's amazing. Whoever built this is fantastic. Oh wait, my mother did. My mother's amazing. Though it only went to reinforce my belief that humans are actually space orcs. Leaving. My body should be amazing, yet it decides to hurt instead. Oh, I'm sorry, Leaving. Oh, damn. I fell down a staircase and dislocated my tailbone. A year and a half ago. I still can't sit without a special cushion. So you're coccyx, yeah? As it happens, I fell downstairs and pulverized my coccyx. I didn't dislocate it. That sounds almost impressive, really. But yeah, I pulverized it and kind of fused it. I can sit fine, but I have a lower tolerance for particularly hard surfaces over long periods of time. I bounced off everything. I didn't. I did the comic thing of my feet slipped out from under me like I was in some sort of Roadrunner cartoon. And for a few seconds, like in my mind, my memory says, yeah, there was a period of time where my legs weren't under me, but I wasn't moving. There was just this brief moment where perfect equilibrium had been achieved. And then gravity reminded me that it existed, and I just went straight down. I didn't bounce. And I don't know whether that was a good thing or not, but I just went straight down, and my coccyx connected with the lip of the step hard, and I just stopped. And I didn't even notice it. I just thought, oh, that was silly, and got up and went off, and because I was half asleep, I was going to the toilet. Went to the toilet, went back to bed, went into work the next day, started passing out I took taking some painkillers because I was a bit sore in the morning. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just going to take some ibuprofen. About midday, I just started sweating. I went completely pale, and I excused myself. I went and splashed some water on my face, and my lunch had just started. I was like, I'm just going to walk home and rest for a little bit, take some more painkillers. And the guys at work were like, no, actually. No, we're calling paramedics. You shouldn't be that color. Little did they know, that's actually my normal tan. Stupid snake. Didn't realize it wasn't the tree making the noise all along. I just have no butt. Sitting is equally harrowing for me. That sounds like a lot of other things would be harrowing for you if you have no butt. True Welshman gets paler the sunnier it is. Yeah. Alright, Let's gobble down the last... ooh, actually, I'll drink this first, and then I'll gobble down the last of my bacon and eggs. No, we're going to need two bottles of tea. And then the bacon and eggs. How much stone we got? Enough. Tonk. Go. Where's my bike? My body's a temple, full of paganism. So, sex and death. I like it. Ah. Man, a lot of people in chat, though, with back-related issues. Dear Lord. Evidently, we all need to take much better care of ourselves. Do I need to go to wear sunglasses when I go to the... Yeah, actually, I'm mildly photophobic. Like, my eyes do not properly deal with the light. I get horrible migraines from it. So, yes, I should wear sunglasses when I go to the beach. It's not really going to make me, like, you know, snow blindness. It's just going to make me miserable. Which is almost as bad. I used to have to wear sunglasses like all the time when I was little. Yep. You got a fair old ways to go yet. Ethan says, I wish I could wear sunglasses. Unfortunately, they would cost close to like 1,000 euros, so I will simply suffer. Ah, yes. The joys of having very specific prescriptions. I think one more after this. I will, you know, measure twice, cut once and all that. Yeah. Now, once this is built, ultimately I want like another 2 of these behind so that this room can be a lot bigger. But for now, that isn't strictly necessary to me. For now, just having a basic room is enough. And between these two, we would want this. Now, what I would like to do is get this set up at least so that it is functional. I'm going to try and make a melee base, but I don't like the idea of just doing what the meta is, which is, I'll just put a bunch of blocks between me and them. The only path to me is to run directly at me, and I'll make a concrete obstruction. I would like to have a door, to focus their attacks, like a strong door that will draw their attention to, that I can easily repair, because their pathing will prioritize doors. And beyond that, I would also like to... am I going to be able to do this? Yes. Yes. Whew. I would also like to have a another point where I can engage in ranged combat if I've got the correct materials for ranged combat. Okay, if I've got a good weapon, I would like to set that up, because at the end of the day, I would like a base that can utilize electric fences. So I want the approach to be over here, like maybe a 2-wide walkway, and maybe even just flat. I might do away with the camel hump design to slow them down, though I might keep that, it depends. But this would be an oncoming route so I could attack, because I would like to have a rifle and make use of the penetrator perk, so having their heads at the same height would be very important. And that would be the gauntlet of electric fences. Now, once they get down here, I would want a little path to branch off that would then kind of intersect this area and run alongside a melee area where I can thwack them whilst there was a door here. Like, if you imagine this tile here has a door, and let's just, for the sake of the example, say that I have got some sort of barrier here, so I can just sit here and just smack them with a spear or something like that, and have maybe a thinner ledge. This would be for my access as well as theirs. So I don't like playing around with, like, oh, well, the zombies pathfinding will think this is an okay path, but really it's not. It should be an okay path, at least an okay path enough for me, myself, to walk. And if that's true, I want them to run down here and be so blindly focused on attacking the door that I'm just smacking them across the head and they just stumble back and then fall straight down. And then that's the way they would do it. We'll see how that goes. Maybe have one of the thwackers as a automated thwacker, yeah. Whoop. Dunk. Well, that's plenty tall enough. It's going to take a lot to build up to that, which I'm going to need to do. Alright, time for me to go and clear an area. I've got a bunch of gubbins in my inventory already. So let's go and do... There we go. Oh! It's quite far down here. No, first we're going to go and drop off some things and then head down to the clear area, the fetch and clear. Can zombies do mazes, or will they just break through them? They can do mazes, but if the maze is too aggressive... Like, effectively, if you have any familiarity with the idea of AI pathfinding, it will select the path that costs the least. So it'll look at all possible routes to the player and will consider how hard it has to work to break through a block, or how long the path is. If terrain is particularly difficult, it'll kind of cost more in the pathfinding algorithm for it to try and traverse across that part of the path, so on and so forth. And then... additionally, actually, I should move the feathers to the other chest, thinking about it. But additionally, there would be, I would imagine, some sort of function which prevents them from pathing for too long. So, in the example, let's say you've made a maze, and the zombies will try to move through that maze. They'll kind of do the mental arithmetic of how long it would take them to move across the path through the maze. And as long as that path is the least expensive path for them, they'll take it. But if it would take them so long to move through the path that they would get to you faster if they stopped halfway along and then just started beating through a wall, they'll do that instead, because that's the fastest route. Additionally, I believe the pathfinding algorithm probably has some sort of hard limit to how long of a path it'll try to calculate. And if, whilst trying to calculate a path to you, it reaches that limit before being able to get to you, it'll just decide that you're unreachable and will just go into full frenzy, destroy everything mode. That's the way I would imagine the pathfinding works. I can't say it does work that way, but I imagine it works something similar to that at the very least. There we go. Let's go and find the entry point for this Point of interest. Right in the front. Alright, the budget burrows. Oh, it's a motel. I see. Rightio. Ooh, do you have like lots of mailboxes? No, it's a motel. It's unlike to have like individual mailboxes. Alright, stealth mode engage. Fetch and clear. My fetch is above us. So let's do the obvious thing and just check if I can just go straight up there and collect that. Because if I can, then that saves me a hell of a lot of time. Aavak, I'm kind of drunk. I need to leave. Will you say the train stop for me before I... Ah, twisty one. I'm far too kind to you. Fine. Llanfairpwll yn gallu gerach gwan drobl llanta silio go go goch. There you go. Your one and only Llanfairpwll today. Have I tried using deep pits or moats? The problem with deep pits or moats is if they fall into them and get stuck, they will then not have a valid path back out to you, and so they'll just start smashing things. Also, they can get frustrated under certain circumstances, and then will go into just break everything mode, and I want to try and avoid that. Like, a success state for me is that the zombies do everything the way I planned for them to do it. In kind of the same way that I imagine the success state for the people who design the points of interest is for someone to just go through the points of interest in the order that they have set it up for them to go through. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Colourful. So, for me, if the zombies decided that they need to start smashing my horde base, then I didn't build it well. Good night, Twisty One. You have a good one, mate. Yeah, the other nasty thing about zombies is they get much better at destroying everything the more of them there are in a group. So you never really want to let them group up. Oh. Subverted my expectations there, I'm not going to lie. Uh-oh. Saw you too late. Successful horde base does not need repairing in the more exactly Leafy Pew. That is a better way of putting it. For me, a successful horde base didn't need me to spend any additional resources on it after the horde. I need to remember that I can just sprint crouch. It does make me slightly more... Which way are you? Oh, hello. Uh-oh. I'm afraid not, madam. Definitely hear a sleeper grumbling somewhere. I think that will always sound loud. It's an unfortunate one. You can't get by this one without making a noise. Crouching does help a little bit, but... Uh-oh. Coming down? Uh-oh. I decided to go for the bow when I should have just... If I pull the bow out and you come back down, I will be so annoyed. Naughty bird. I should have just gone with my initial thought, which was... It took me too long to make the decision to stick with the knife. But instead, I tried to double guess myself, and boom. Vulture attack. Sometimes, it's just better to do something rather than flip-flop between decisions. Whole, doesn't matter what you believe, just believe in something kind of situation. Whoop. We're going to go in through there, I bet, up and around, or something to that, right? Oh, really, you cheeky little scoundrel. Rude AF. Cheeky. 2 hours of concussion now. Ow. I'm bleeding. Stop the bleeding. Use that to reduce the concussion. Also get my health back a little bit. Sorry, yeah, reduce the abrasion. Hey, Catalyst, how you doing, mate? A decent plan now beats a perfect plan later. Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, if the initial decision was obviously, like, upon a moment's review, that was a bad idea, don't do it. But don't sit there trying to second guess whether the plan should be done at all. Like, just once you've done the minimal checks to make sure you're not about to do a completely stupid thing, just do it. I mean, obviously, if you've got all the time in the world to make the decision, then sure, but it's a little bit different. Haha, can't get me this time, you scoundrel. I'll remember that. Bow party, yes! I think that may have given us enough for me to make an actual bow. Which I'll be very happy about. Get through? Really? To go then. Oh. They are bound to be something that's going to jump out at me. I would be shocked. Yep. Knew it. I mean, should I be exasperated by it when I could tell it was going to happen? Probably not. Yeah, do not let perfect be the enemy of good. That is a saying that I really appreciate. I've heard it a couple of times. Hi. Did you just die? Thank you. I should have just closed the door thinking about it. Let's grab you. Now, there's a lot more salvaging I could be doing, but I'm not trying to pick the points of interest clean. I'm just trying to grab the obvious items. Nothing in there. Garment bag. Is there anyone around here? There's a sneaker pile. Or a clothes pile. Just scrap those, I'm afraid. Same with the doors. The chairs. I especially like wooden chairs because they're such a quick and easy source of wood. Oh, books over there, perfect. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Big hitters. Not really something I'm looking for. Tools Digest, though. Stone Tools Quality 4. We are now capable of making tools of the same quality as I've got. Oh. I honestly thought that was a dead zombie already. The broken open skull. I thought for a second that was that it was the just the regular zombie that you could cut up for components. Cooking. I can make pumpkin pie now. Nice. On that note, I need to go back and get that pumpkin bread. That'll be our reward food tonight, chat. That's a trap floor. That's all of them are trap floors. Unfortunate. Hi. I'll knife you to death from my vantage point on the stairs. Oh, it wasn't a trap floor. I stand corrected. Have all of these. Pretty certain that that one would likely have been a... Oh, did I... Oh, thank goodness. I was about to say, did I leave my torch behind? Now, the problem with the torch is it makes me quite visible, as one might imagine. I remember how many people weren't familiar with the saying, "There's nothing is more permanent than a temporary solution." When I used it in one of my Let's Plays, and the amount of people who commented on that, it was kind of glorious. That's a pretty common saying, at least over here. So let's just at least make sure there's nothing in there. Hello. Now, I'm fairly certain that we're going to need to go out of one of these rooms. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, nothing in there at all. This is a very boring room. Boring is not bad. Someone's on the move. Very cute puppers. Let's just edge in. Problem is I can't see in there. Oh yeah, I know there's books above it. I'm just grabbing other things first. Trying to do it in a certain order so I don't have to focus my attention on too many different directions. Big hitters again. I can make quality 4 wooden club. That actually might not be too bad for Horde Night, thinking about it, but I want to play around with the spears, maybe. It's on this floor, and it's in that direction. By this, I'm talking about the satchel I'm meant to collect. Gonna find a pistol in here? Nope. Ooh, a medical cabinet that I can actually search. Nice. How uncommon. Someone walking up. It is possible that someone is about to. Yep. You know what? Let's just repair that. Thing with opening a door to a zombie, wait until it's banged on the door. Because it's going to take a few moments for it to rear up to bang again. That's your moment to open, stab, and then close the door. And you can usually get the whole process off before it can take another shot. Though in this case, we managed to get lucky with a crit. Of course. Hello. Oh, that's a lot of you. Okay, we're going back up. Uh-oh. Had to crouch. Alright, fancy coming out? Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was awful aiming. Especially with a weapon like this. Reload. Oh. Reloading again. I've mentioned it before, but the pipe shotgun is almost a trap. It takes so long to reload. That was unfortunate. Where did they drop from? Bloody roof zombies. People need to stop sticking zombies in their attics. I'm especially... like, I'm going to double check before I speak ill of the game. But I've noticed in some points of interest, there's no way to have gotten in to a certain point. And what I mean by that is like where they've been built into walls or something, like some sort of sacrifice to the building that has been made. In those cases, it just feels like this is a really silly bait. Yeah, there's no reason for them to be up there. Learn how to break into safes much easier and faster. Do 10% more damage to safes. Okay, not bad. A level 4 primitive bow that I've already got, so I'm going to scrap that. I'm also going to scrap those crossbow bolts. I will take all of that, though. Especially the reduces fall damage on boots. Modify these. Pop that in. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Cask of Montellado, I believe. Stalker, do extra 50% sneak damage to sleeping victims at night. Oh, we're becoming very dangerous at night. Diamond tools. Oh, we've already got that one. So I guess we're just going to take it and sell. Which is still worth doing because you get experience points for selling it. Boots Digest. Oh. I feel so bad now because I was like, oh, this candle is probably telling me that there's a secret back there. It wasn't. That candle was telling me that there's probably some shrine to that person. I feel bad. I feel super bad, actually. Interesting, though, that was the way in here. A veteran. Dislike that someone is walking up here, though. Let's go clean out this room. If there even is a room back here. There isn't. Okay, well, we've got everything we need. We can head back now, but I'll just pick this safe first. I even have lockpicks on me. I don't! Wake everyone up here. Don't mind me. Yeah. It's kind of weird how the tools become quieter when you're sneaking. Yes, yes, I know. I'm making a lot of noise. I'm not even sorry. I'll be sorry when they break in, though. Those weren't shotgun shells. Would you be able to collect the casings and reload the bullets? You can get bullet casings as a drop, but not from spending them, unfortunately. That would be amazing, though. I would really like that. Right, we'll try and pick up a night mission tonight. Hello. Oh, wow. A whole lot of you. They'll probably die on their own at this point. Just from bleeding damage. You know, but, you know, taking their head off is a nice quick way of getting the sound to stop. What do we got? We've got a level 4 pipe shotgun. That actually isn't a bad option. What do I want to drop instead of that? I need a lot of that eventually, so I'm going to grab that. Now, the reason why I pulled that out is I want to see how many mod slots. It's got 2. Nice. Oh. Mo. No, naughty Mo. You could just go out the front door, but this is actually a good little spot for me to attack them from. Yep. Am I going? Oh, I can't go in the safe. Okay, fine. I'm gonna have to do this the slow and annoying way. Right. Now, how much is this worth, especially when repaired? It's worth 68, so that's not too bad. Hi. Hello. My lord, they're noisy. Right, well, that's all done and good. Yeah. Let's deal with you quickly before I go. They're heading towards where they last heard sound. Which is why throwing rocks is effective. You give them a more immediate sound to chase. Right, a little bit of a trek to get up there. And I think I would like to go drop things off first.